It's not bad, but it still needs fixing up. So what I'm going to teach you now is how to tidy stuff up. Just have a look at my timing here, see if I'm going too fast or too slow. No, fine. Okay, so first of all, we want to get rid of the shading. Now there's this guy called Tuft who wrote about visual representation of things, and one of the things you want to do is you don't put anything in there that isn't useful. Now that shading is not actually helping us, and it's just providing clutter, so we will get rid of the shading. So, and also when you go to print in black and white, it often comes out really badly. So to do that, we right-click on the shaded bit. That's what I just did then. So I go into the shaded bit, right-click, and this thing here turns up. And then I go Format Plot Area. This is called the plot area here. And I've got a choice to do with my border or my area. And I'm interested in area, and I want none in my area. And I go, OK, and so it's gone away. I also want to get rid of the legend. This is the legend here. It's not serving any useful purpose. We already know this is profit. We don't need it there, so you just highlight it and press the delete button, and it goes away. What else do we do? Okay, now our y-axis is ugly here, so we want to get rid of some spurious stuff. So to get rid of this, we click on the axis, right-click, and it says Format Axis. So we do that. And what we want to do here is we go to our number tab, where it says number, and we tell it that we don't want 2 decimal places, we want 0 decimal places, and go OK. So now you can see this has changed so it looks a little bit better. Okay, now in our x-axis, we'd actually like the numbers all the way along here. And so again, we just right-click on the axis. Oh, thank you. And now what we're dealing with is the scale. So Format Axis, and so we've got a tab up here that says Scale, and we go to there. Now it is automatically assigned different things. I actually want it to stop at 13, so I'll change my maximum to 13. And I want my minimum at 1. Oh, I'll take that off there. So 13. I know what the problem is. 13. No. Right. And we want our major unit. What that means is where the numbers come. So I want my major unit to be 1 here. I want a number at every little thing. And then I go, OK. And you'll see here.
Why minor unit is 0.4?
It's, I don't know, it's what would show up if we decided to show up our minor units. We can just leave it as 1 if we like. It's not doing anything at the moment, the 0.2. We can make that 1 as well, and it makes no difference. If we had decided that we wanted, we could ask it to show the minor units as well, if we wanted to. So say we wanted to show every 0.5, okay, we might be able to get it to show that if we made our graph wide enough. No, it's not going to. So now I don't know what the minor unit's about. Okay. So we've got it how we want it. So is that looking pretty good? We've got our 13 there. We've got rid of these, which is what I want you to make sure you do. We've got hours here. It's looking rather nice. Another thing you can do is make sure that the important part of the graph, which is the information, takes up as much of the space as possible, so that you're not wasting space on unimportant things. So if you had a really big font here, like say here, you came through and it was in, say, what happened there? Oh, it's not too bad, but if it was really big, oops. You can see that the scale there is sort of drowning everything else. You don't want the scale that big, so you right-click in there, Format Axis, you want your font size, and I'd take it down to quite little, because that way it's not drowning the rest of the graph. The most important bit is this bit here. If you want to, you can take your dots off, and you do that by right-clicking. So generally the rule is whatever you want to do, you right-click on the thing you want to do it to, and then choose one of those, and you'll see here it's got a line and a marker. Now say I want to have no marker, I just click on there. Say I want to change my colour to, say, red, and maybe I want it a bit thicker. So this is how I change how my line looks. So now I've got I actually like that better. Maybe next year I'll do that one. So you just want to make it look nice and neat. So you can see the difference between that and some of those earlier ones in terms of being clean and giving information. Okay, any questions on that so far?